What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to continue our ritual of covering Spider-Warren's videos with major Spider-Man No Way Home news and leaks. But speaking of rituals, we got a sponsorship that we were supposed to post earlier this week. So today we're sponsored by, you guessed it, vitamins. John, tell them all about Ritual.
Ritual is a 2017 British horror film about 5 friends who meet at a pub.
No, that's not it.
What kind of rituals does Ritual specialize in, you ask? Celebration, healing, satan.
John, your health is not a laughing matter despite how funny you are. You should be trying Ritual.
Oh, we're getting personal. Well, obsessively researched and transparently produced multivitamins are my favorite food group.
That's perfect. You said perfect things. Because Ritual's Essentials for Men contain 10 high-quality nutrients, like vitamin A, D, omega-3s, and zinc, which can be tough to get in your regular diet, John. And as someone who's had these vitamins recommended to me as real, specifically in real life, this is great.
Rituals is a 1977 horror movie directed by Peter Carter and is about 5 doctors.
Did you know Ritual's bottles are made with 100% recycled materials? They're dedicated to sustainability every step of the way. They even use plant-based inks.
Ritual sent us the essential vitamins for men, but they also offer multivitamins for women, teens, and mothers.
I have a mother.
I have a teenage daughter.
They're sugar, gluten, and allergen-free and non-GMO. They're even freaking vegan.
Plus, if you're looking for a way to build up your body,
Which you should definitely do, John.
they've got an all-new protein range to help you build and maintain lean muscle mass.
I could definitely benefit off that, but you should definitely use it.
And they're transparent with their practices so you can see what goes into your vitamins every step of the way.
It's only $1 a day to have the essentials delivered to your door. But when you hit up our special link and use our code that you can see here that I know offhand, at checkout, you'll receive 10% off your Ritual order for the first 3 months. So fill in the gaps in your diet so you don't have to look like John.
The Rite is a 2011 horror movie starring Anthony Hopkins and is
Ritual's
about
not
an
even in
American
there.
cemetery.
How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, and today we have some pretty big Spider-Man news. Not only just news in general, but also some leaks that we have to go over. Leaks basically confirming the Spider-Verse, news basically confirming the Spider-Verse, and a statement from Michael Waldron, the head writer of the Loki series, again, basically confirming the Spider-Verse. This really is Hollywood's worst kept secret at this point, and maybe that's why they haven't released the trailer yet. And no, sadly, I have not heard any updates about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer.
I believe that trailer is going to come out at CinemaCon the end of August because Sony did say that they are going to have a presentation there where they are going to unveil stuff from their upcoming projects. And then it's a week before Shang-Chi, so it could play in theaters with Shang-Chi. But then again, this is a story that is, you replace a couple of words and it sounds like the same thing we've said a bunch of times.
Just replace CinemaCon for the next event.
Yeah, replace Shang-Chi with a different movie.
Eternals, there you go.
But in this video, I'll tell you all the new stuff that I have learned and do know. And if you love Spider-Man and Marvel, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. So let's start off by talking about Spider-Man No Way Home reshoots. Now, if you've been following my channel or you've just been looking online, you probably have known that Spider-Man reshoots have been happening for about a week or maybe a week and a half now. So this isn't really news. However, what the news is that they are actually doing the reshoots in LA. And over the past couple of days, guess who has
We
been
gotta go
spotted
find
in
the
LA?
set.
All 3 different Spider-Mans and Kristen Dunst. All of them over the past couple of days have been spotted in LA. And that's no coincidence since they are doing reshoots in LA. So of course that leads us to believe that they are all in LA to do reshoots for Spider-Man No Way Home. It's actually kind of funny, Tom Holland was spotted going to a Suicide Squad premiere. And based off of everything I've heard, that movie is fantastic, so I don't blame him at all. Andrew Garfield has 100% been spotted in LA, so has Tobey Maguire, but there has been sort of a controversial picture that I want to clear up. Kristen Dunst was spotted with a woman that people claimed was Deborah Ann Woll.
It's not.
Karen Page
It's not.
from Daredevil.
I heard about this.
This was in LA, so a lot of people thought, okay, so she's going to be in the movie because Matt Murdock is going to be Peter Parker's lawyer in the beginning of the film, so this makes sense. However, Deborah Ann Wool actually commented on the photo and said, "That's not me."
I'm not the
although
werewolf.
I fully expect Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock to be in the film, I don't expect Karen Page.
Now that you said I'm not the werewolf, that would be pretty cool.
I know, right?
But we did see this woman with Kirsten Dunst somewhere else. So it's not Deborah Ann Wool.
Yeah, that's what they want us to
That's
think.
why it's Deborah Ann Wool
They
stunt
got
double.
masks.
Yeah.
As it turns out, this is just one of Kristen Dunst's friends. However, when the reshoots were announced, Charlie Cox did have to cancel going to a Comic-Con. And considering all the reports that he's in the movie, that is probably why he had to cancel to go do some reshoots.
Okay.
And I just want to add that Jacob Batalon is
So
also
wait, could
in
be
LA
Photoshop.
as well. So basically the whole rumored cast is in LA right now, and Spider-Man reshoots are happening in LA. Maybe a couple of them together there at the same time could be a coincidence, but this is like all of them. So I'm gonna say this is not a coincidence, and it's definitely for reshoots.
Let's be fair. Most of them have a home in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, like, maybe they all finally returned back.
This is the capital of filmmaking.
And especially for like Kirsten Dunst, I'm pretty sure the only one who I
she's-
would be surprised by is like, I don't know, does Tom Holland live in LA?
I'm surprised we have never seen Kirsten Dunst because she used to go to our church.
Yeah, exactly. I went to the same high school as her brother.
Basically tells us again that all of them are in the film. But if you need more evidence, don't worry, I have more for you in this video. Let's move on to what Loki head writer Michael Waldron had to say about working with the people who were writing Spider-Man No Way Home. When writing Loki, Michael Waldron admitted that he had to keep in contact with the people at Spider-Man No Way Home and the people at Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And here's what he said about working specifically with the people over at Spider-Man No Way Home. Your production teams are constantly communicating with those producing teams to make sure that you're not screwing each other up. I had the benefit on Spider-Man No Way Home. Chris McKenna and Eric Summers wrote that. I was their writer's PA on season 5 of Community. So I can call McKenna and get bullied by him whenever I want, but also say, hey, what the hell are you guys doing? Let me make sure I'm not ruining it. So there's communication to the extent that the creative teams themselves, the filmmakers, the writers, whoever, can become friendly. It certainly benefits the projects. So
That's awesome.
Michael basically
That's
admitted
awesome.
right there that while he was writing Loki, he couldn't do anything to mess up what was happening in Spider-Man No Way Home. Loki was an incredible series, and it's a good thing we're getting season 2. However, Loki pretty much had one job. Introduce the multiverse, explain the multiverse, destroy that sacred timeline, and send everything into madness.
Say fuck all the Loki story.
Projects for the MCU.
Just do the
Spider-Man
multiverse.
No Way Home, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and of course, long-term Secret Wars. Now, obviously, Spider-Man No Way Home is the first movie to come out after the Loki series. The first movie that connects to it, at least. We're not including Shang-Chi or the Eternals here. But
We
the next
don't
multiverse
know.
project
I know,
after
especially
Loki
the
is
Eternals.
Spider-Man No Way Home. But again, Loki kind of just had one point, introduce the multiverse. It's Spider-Man No Way Home that actually has a lot of very calculated things happening in the film. Bringing in Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, Kirsten Dunst's MJ. And it seems like there are very specific things that have to happen for them to come into this film, which is why Loki's head writer Michael Waldron had to consistently check in with the people over at Spider-Man No Way Home. And if that wasn't enough, we have even more evidence of the Spider-Verse in Spider-Man No Way Home that comes in the form of good old reliable toy leaks. Specifically, the descriptions of some of these toy leaks.
Toy
They are
leaks.
pretty specific. I have a few here, so I'll just read them and then we'll talk about them after. And not only do these tease the Spider-Verse, but also the Sinister Six. The first one reads, swing into terror with the Spider-Man No Way Home 6-inch action figures with lots of articulation and potentially multiversal consequences. Each figure draws its inspiration from the movie, and potentially other movies too. Big tease right there. We then have one from Hasbro that says, the future of reality has never been less certain than in Spider-Man No Way Home. What madness will be unleashed as Peter comes face to face with unlimited possibilities, just like the possibilities of fun you'll have with these deluxe action figures. Extra action means extra fun, blasting goodness knows what through magic new adventures. Another big tease there, especially
Magic.
because it says unlimited possibilities. But then we have one more that reads, blast your way into another universe with the Spider-Man No Way Home Hero Blasters. These fun blasters let you bring the movie adventures home, provided you can find a way back. At this point, I think a lot of people have considered the fact that No Way Home probably is referring to people going back to their own home universes. But as far as the Spider-Verse is concerned, there are some pretty big giveaways here. The first one says potentially multiversal consequences. And it's kind of funny that they say potentially multiversal consequences instead of multiversal consequences. I think this is their attempt to kind of keep people in the dark, but again, we all know. But then again, it says each figure draws its inspiration from the movie and potentially other movies too. Again, why say potentially? We know it's going to be from Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and maybe even another curveball thrown at us. But still, huge indication right there.
Italian
It also
Spider-Man.
states that what madness will be unleashed as Peter comes face to face with unlimited possibilities. Of course, when I hear Spider-Man No Way Home and I hear madness, I think of Multiverse of Madness, and when you think of the multiverse, you think of unlimited possibilities. And of course, there's the one for the blaster that says blast your way into another universe. And then it even says provided you can find a way back, as in a way back home. So at this point, it's actually really hard to believe that they haven't released a trailer yet, although I can say this. I have heard that promotion for all of the other Spider-Man and the other universes is not going to start until about halfway into the promotion. So based off of what I've been told, we aren't going to see Tobey and Andrew in the very first teaser. But that's all I have today for Spider-Man No Way Home. Let me know what you think about all of these leaks and news in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video, and for live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
Well, if Warren's saying that they won't see, I don't think you would see them in the first trailer.
I would hope not.
I would imagine that what you would probably do is at least introduce the villains who have come out, like Jamie Foxx or I mean, very minimum Doc Ock.
Yeah.
That'd probably be the main thing that I
The ones that
imagine
have
you'd see.
legitimately been confirmed.
Yeah, there's a lot to, I mean, there's a lot of villains that are supposed to be in here. I mean, I think it'd be cooler if you just reserve that and show only them. And then next trailer,
Blow everyone's
even put
mind
Tom
and break
Holland
the
in
internet. just play the prologue of Spider-Man. Who am I? You sure you want to know? Story of my life.
I think it would be cool if you just hear their voices without seeing their faces.
Yeah, I would love, like, that's
Yeah.
as much as that was a joke, I think that would be the perfect way, because like Tobey Maguire has a pretty distinctive voice, and you know, Andrew Garfield's James Dean thing, I'm sure we would get it after hearing Tobey Maguire.
It should just be an echo. I'm not the werewolf.
Not the werewolf. Yeah, 'cause and then we can bring in British Spider-Man.
All right, guys. Well, Multiverse, we know it's here. It's already begun long ago.
the Loki.
That's the end game.
Yeah, like, I don't know, there's so many
Yeah.
things that there's no way this isn't in some way a multiverse movie.
But guys, leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe, click that bell, hit that like button. Thank you, Warren, for putting this together. Last but not least, Eric Horseman, I totally messed up. I totally put down in my messages to you on Instagram that I am gonna wish you a happy birthday on your birthday, and I didn't. I got it mixed up with someone else's birthday, and I shouted that person's birthday out when it was your birthday. So Eric, John just reminded me, and I was like, crap, that's what it was. I'm sorry. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You're like the best guy ever.
So sexy.
You're the only one with real rejects no one buys our shirts, but you're the only one who got our tattoo. So that's right.
Painfully.
I'm so happy you did that. I love you, man. I owe you a phone call for just messing this one up. I'm so sorry. They call you Horseman because you got a horse. So yeah, you rock. In another multiverse, I was banging you on your birthday.
Oh, we were Eiffel Towering you.
Yeah, we were doing so good.
It's good. Love you, buddy.
I'm sorry.